I don't think that Xiaoya has a lot of good targets. What I don't mind about this is I think one of Taeyun's better champions is actually Ezreal, so it's a bit of a deny. And with LGD, you have all this dive, so Ezreal can just at least handle himself in the backline entrance and find a big taunt. I mean, that can really spell doom for the fight. And it looks like LGD is respecting this. Again, LGD, for me, it's about scaling. They need to scale up in this game in order to get going, as 2 grubs will be secured
both ways
by Team WE. And again, they have to return and manicure their lanes, so they don't want to lose too much golden XP. We'll just take the 2 grub victory, and I think an okay handshake played out by both of our teams so far. I do give a little bit of preference over to LGD just because I favor their comp as this game goes on.
Burn this dragon very fast, and you have Climber coming out of base. A big true shot barrage is going to signal that this is going to be contested. TP coming in from the other side. You have Sasu coming to join. He does have Equalizer, and there's a lot of choke points here, Cubby. Going in with the in-between worlds. WE just want the fight. Big combos coming through, but Cube is able to stop a lot of the damage, parting them like the Red Sea, but XQW is finding purchase here, and the Yone is off to a 1-0-1 start, and the Dragon is LGD's.
Great opener for LGD, and gotta praise Salse and his ability to get into this fight, Team WE, and that was the big difference maker in the skirmish for me.
I just watched Tianjin flash down the Equalizer. Oh, it's okay. Well, you know, okay, it's fine. It was a really nice attempted series. The early game up to like 15-20 minutes was always felt refreshing for LGD, but I need to see them kind of hold on to that.
Yeah, they're gonna have to hold on a little bit too. It's gonna be 4 grubs to 2. I think this is okay for LGD. Again, as this game goes on, I favor them in the side lanes. Yone should be able to win whatever side lane that he's in. I also, yes, WE, like we've talked a lot about the side lanes, and we like what LGD is able to do with pressuring the Yone lane. It's tough for Team WE to win these sides, but they did have the grub advantage 4-2, and we really saw them do nothing with that. They're catching their lanes, and
that they do have some scaling to combat some of that. But when XQW is jumping straight on you and using his combo, like you're just not even going to be able to do any damage. So we'll see if that actually plays out that way. As W want to contest for this, we have double TPs coming in, triple TPs coming in. Vampire getting engaged on big Equalizer, and Sasa has set up the red carpet for his team multiple times. But Kara's trying to roll it back up and put it right back at him. LGD falling apart here. XQW resets to the other side of the fight. Tianjin goes ahead and finishes off the Rift Herald. Sasa going to burn on Taeyun. Gets him, and he's cooking. Ooh. That's a double kill, looking for a triple, but now Xiaoya is the one to pick up the slack. Another one falls, and it's Xiaoya versus Karis now, as it's XQW has gone to the mid wave, and that is the slugfest we were waiting for.
Things not looking good for Team WE.
And everybody dropped a lot of questions. Speaking of, I'm dropping questions right now. Tianjin caught out. That's the second troubling decision in quick succession that we've seen. And he'll go down to XQW.
Nice use of the blast plant to spot the Zen. And now with the numbers advantage bot side, LGD has been doing nothing but supporting Yone in the side lane. And now it's going to finally bear fruit in that bot outer turret. LGD, I think, playing well as a team. Dragon is up. We do have the Chem Soul. Soul point for LGD on the table, and that 2-item spike we thought WE was waiting for, well, they're late to the fight, and they're late to those spikes. You can see Ezreal, one of the perks of this matchup against Corki, same build path.
Oh my god,
oh boy.
He didn't even take any damage, Cubby. It's not even fair. Karis just lost his entire health bar.
But not exactly what you want to be doing as the Galio. Usually it's Riftmaker next. Well, going to take some damage.
I mean, this is overzealous right now. They go ahead and pop that heroic entrance. They get the double CC chain. Tianjin just going in, but look at that Equalizer. It's cutting off the team. Ooh. It's choking them to death. It's Sasu. It's the one with the grip. Sasa is the one with the flame spitter as well to help back them off. That is the voracious Atacon burning down quickly, and WE have no hope in that fight.
Gotta say, LGD making a fan out of me with how young these players are. The LDL champions, they're just playing textbook League this game, man.
I'm going to cast a curse the hell out of Sasu now, as he's just by himself down here.
He's using the new buff.
Yeah, you know, that's what it is. He get a quick pack for 100 gold. Easy trade, as they do
as
get
empowered
the turret
TP,
on top side.
So, I mean, you could TP top and make a tempo play here with both Xin and Galio being spotted. I like the base from Tianjin to try and defend against that potential play. But LGD They don't want to rush anything. Inner's not going to be threatened yet because now all the outers are taken.
No,
now Taeyun. He's on his own.
Structure.
Rotated to help out, but yeah, a bit surprised they didn't just take this and try and force anything. But that
dude, LGD is
the Yone is.
Here we go. Yeah, I mean, you have all the GAs available. Why not just push the limit, push the very nature of it, and let Atacaz spew forth here as they get all the ultis underneath them, and there's the quick resets out.
Really well done by Ezreal, just realizing, hey, we're up in the fight, can push forward, push people away from the objective, as it's an easy secure and an easy soul for LGD. Well, it's been an easy game for them overall, which is the standard build here when you're going up against the Galio. And when you're this far ahead, Riftmaker does feel really nice on Rumble. It's kind of feels like a win more item.
The fact that he's on 3 items before everybody else is just by far
also deserved because let's be real, Sauce's had a fantastic game.
Not a single bad equalizer.
Yeah,
like,
he's had a fantastic
has just been on
game.
point. Okay.
And
what we get in the bottom
uninspiring performance continues, Mazel.
Oh, they're just not okay. Well, we're just gonna get the Baron. He's getting the turret right now, by the way, underneath the ire of Cube. He actually got it. Baron goes down. He ain't need no Baron. He's a free independent Yone. Tianjin just goes in by himself, questioning where he was and where he's been. And I can tell him that it's in the grave.
Yeah, easy flash engage there from YCX. Good tracking as Tianjin doesn't yet have his flash available. From one, Xiaoyu got it out of him. And, I mean, just the beatdown continues, man. If you look at Rumble, Yone, Ezreal, like, these are champs that are going to beat you later on in the game. You're on timers if you're going to play Corki, play Aurora, and play especially Xin Zhao. And to just not have the proactivity, and when you get behind, not really try anything else. Just kind of a bummer of a game one here from Team WE.
Just been a little bit of a disconnect in communication. What they want to do is I see multiple different members pinging multiple different places. 3 items over. He's literally up 4.5 items now. The man had like 5,000 gold in his inventory or what?
He was farming.
That's against the law, XQW. It's against the law. And so is WE existing in this game number 1, apparently, as LGD have summoned the coppers. And WE actually find a little bit of a pick on XQW, but they're losing their base.
Yeah, don't worry. It only took 3 ults to make sure that XQW fell. Will be a reset. Yone being off the board means that the push probably ends here. And I gotta say, I don't love that play from LGD because you do have Elder up and there's no TP on XQW, so you actually have a timer here where WE... I mean, we haven't tried anything this game. You might as well try to hit this first when you actually have an angle. Cube has TP. Oh,
they got
TP coming in.
That's going to be Cube joining. He's got the heroic entrance. Vampire getting about half health. Oh, God. Oh, God. I've seen this before. Things are going down. Hit the red button. Emergency. Emergency. Taeyun is down. Man down. Dragon taken by Tianjin. He gets the bounty. Is the Elder Dragon going to be enough? As you hear the silencing of the wings. WE. They're trying so damn hard, but it's not going to be enough. Even with the Elder Dragon, their sins are too great, and LGD will end game number 1.
Saucy's back, able to back up the Rumble, and XQW even getting involved with that Fate seal to make sure the Fate is sealed for Team WE game 1 as LGD going to take a really clean map from them. Well played across the board. Got to give them some credit for that.
This is the continuation of cleanliness that I wanted to see in that AL series when we saw them actually have decent early games.
Nautilus, for me, actually a better matchup against Rakan and trying to stop him from getting in. Braum can't really contest that. And also a better lane matchup. Top laners tricked you there for a second.
They do, you know, as a play-by-play, I just can't process it. Lanes aren't where they're supposed to be? What? Crazy.
Well, that wasn't the best trade. We do already have a base from Cube, so Sauce kind of playing with free time, just trying to trade a little bit, take some health away.
Vampire's in a lot of trouble. Piercing arrow misses, and they get first blood for WE. Xiaoyu missing his crucial arrow, and now walking into a bush against Vampire, going for the barrier play, going for the double piercing, but he couldn't do it. He wanted the double kill, the cool play, but it's Taeyun and WE that come up big. This is why we expect this series to go to 5, because it should be a slugfest.
I don't, but, you know, I like the fan vote.
Get out of here.
Yeah, trying to get in the fight.
LGD gonna come back, get that first grub, but WE had also gotten a change of pressure going up this way, so they should be able to secure these 2 grubs. Nobody will get the feat of strength or this one, but WE already secured that first blood, so they're on their way.
Last thing from that 2v2, do want to praise Taeyun. I believe it was a flash Void Seeker. But, yeah, really tough. Oh, it looks like we had some action off screen.
QW in a lot of trouble mid lane.
Oh, he's dead.
Going under turret. Yeah, he just dies. Oh, it's a trade?
Oh.
No way.
Oh,
Karis made
huge.
it out. Now it's 3-0 for Team WE.
On over the top, and then Kaisa, that safety net for the late game, trying to outscale what LGD is throwing at him. I do like scaling of LGD too, and Best is a problem that Kaisa's going to have to deal with, so it's not like Team WE are off to the races and completely outscaled this game. I think that it is still close, still could be contested, but I do like this play from LGD. So we did see Tianjin was taking away the top side while Dragon was going down. LGD stuck to this side of the map, and they're going to power play bot side, try to starve out Taeyun, as they have a level 6 advantage on the Varus. But here
Vampire gets a big grand entrance. YCX tanking up the damage. Karis in there by himself, gets hooked out of the shroud, and Xayah puts him in the dirt. That's a massive pick from LGD, and unfortunately Karis overplaying his hand a bit.
Play it out.
And even a little bit worse for where they're Vampire flashing for a great entrance onto only YCX, because unfortunately Climber did not get connected to on there. So a couple combos going a little wide. We had a nice little Weaver's Wall from XQW to stop some of the pressure. And bot side. Oh, the double knockoff! No! Oh, Vampire just got staked. The Grubbies have gone over to LGD.
Performance 0-3 to anyone's Legends, and what was a series much closer than that. You're not going to ride that home to the bank. Doesn't mean too much in LPL. And still losses, but playing this well against Team WE, that is something you can write home about, as Dragonfly might break
even.
Down.
Yep, Dragon is 2,000. Climber's in there. He's going to kick him out.
Yep.
No, I saw that coming from a mile away, and so did Tianjin. He gets bouncy castled into a death, and honestly, that's a little bit of toughie right there. Karis goes in for a combo. YCX is already down. Look at that damage. Taeyun goes, finds the back line. Xiaoyu getting low.
He's down.
Xiaoyu going down. Now Karis still having an angle here, but Climber goes in, shuts him down. XQW throwing some rocks, and we got Cube not moving in the middle of the fight, and that's it.
Sometimes you have to question why the pause is initiated. That time we didn't. Cube was not moving, and that...
Not moving. Welcome back, everyone. We just went straight back in. Bug or no bug, WE can't do anything about it, I guess. And so Cube is just left to the wolves, and LGD win the fight.
I'm not sure if we're going to get a replay on this one. Frankly, I think the first time around, the WE fight looked a little bit more promising. Leah rocks, which between the Unraveled Earth and the Q spam, nice fight for LGD, and I mean, this is very LGD favored.
It is. Now they'll actually get the Rift Herald as well. Feels a little bit bad. I don't know. We'll try not to dwell on it too long, because the game.
It does feel bad. I'm not. You're not wrong there, Sadly Mazel. It does feel pretty bad.
They didn't get first turret though. Let's go.
Progress.
Wait, that means they got the feats. They just got the feats outright. Nice. Let's go, WE.
Talisman's been seeing a little bit more play in this season, so a lot of focus on move speed from the Nautilus is going to get a nice pick on the Cube. Oh, they're going in.
Sasa is in the middle of the fight. The double knock up there, and XQW just takes down Tianjin. No jungler means a free dragon, and that'll be sole point for LGD.
I mean, this is just too easy for LGD where they took the fight. Team WE, they need angles. They need to find ways to get on the back line. The preemptive flash from Xiaoyu to get out of the play, a free front to back, exactly what their comp wants to do, and play around the Varus. It really feels like we're getting to the stage of last game where Team WE is not doing anything to deter the game plan that LGD wants to win this game, right? Shanji had his chance, kind of trying to bounce back on other rosters as well, but those were young guys that had some momentum and were able to kind of move up the ranks in terms of who they were playing with. I don't know if the plan for LGD is to stick with these guys and pay them what they're worth as time moves forward, or maybe they're trying to, sell them off to other orgs.
Claims this one, and almost 3,000 gold up is LGD.
At this point, we just got to start calling it like the pro play Otacon. I've only seen the other one solo queues. Oh, that's a pick on M-Pesa.
Sasa is just in the middle of 4 people and still kicking, still going. Finally dies.
That's big.
Now they've over TP'd. XQW just dies outright to Cube. A little bit of revenge for that pause gameplay. and now WE can move to Atacon.
So it was a free kill when Talia landed, and that's going to be Atacon, you got to believe, going over.
I don't think Tianjin wants to go with... Oh my god, Cube is just gone! It's a YCX who kills him. Tianjin now goes in for the backline, but he dies too. Big execution from Karis, though. He takes down Xiaoya, the last remaining damage. Unfortunately, Atacon has respawned, and LGD can answer.
Got the health back. That's a good fight from LGD.
He's coming down here for LGD. That's just an Infernal Soul at 25 minutes, Cubby.
I mean, even when things look the grimmest for LGD, still able to come out with a big objective. And
pleasantly surprised as well as at Taeyun's movements and positioning in a lot of these fights. Oh, Vampire, okay. Oh, he gets publicly executed, but it's actually going to be caught there by Cube, who's tanking him up, but also got Chains of Corruption yet again, half his health gone. Taeyun coming over the backside. He has Killer Instinct, but they're going to take the bite. Tianjin in a lot of trouble. Goes for the second Cyclone there. Oh my goodness, he's just going in. Karis in 1v4, but they have the backline access. They have Taeyun to follow him up, but he's being CC'd. He's being chased down. Sasa finds him. Now you've got a big fight on Cube. Cube is trying to find the backline himself, but LGD have wiped the floor with WE just like a rag in the kitchen. Atacon coming alive for LGD.
I like the fight, the idea from Team WE. Sums are down. You can get the dive off. And they did find Xiaoya in the back line. But XQW had a fantastic fight on the Talia, holding his own side of the fight and pretty much stymieing the majority of Team WE between the Unraveled Earth, the rocks. I want you to keep your eyes. Baron's being started. Vampire's not spotted behind. Could have a big angle.
This is tough, though. I mean, you have the GA. You can literally fight on site, and unfortunately, Cube did not get the memo ahead of time. Now, Sasa is just going to the back line. XQW has found a big Weaver's Wall to try to catch Tianjin out. They can just start this Baron, force the hand of WE.
Not a very heavily contested series, as LGD have really run with things. I really have to praise. I like how YCX and Climber are playing around their carries, this Lee Sin Nautilus duo. There's a lot of dive. I think they're doing a decent job of peeling back. And this Talia is doing work in terms of peeling the front line. Everyone has to go in. Everyone has to go through the rocks. And Team WE, if they don't have an angle, having a really tough time getting through this Talia.
I mean, they literally can't do anything. I'm also just staring at numbers on my screen. The fact that Vampire is level 9 comparatively to XQW is level 16.
We're going in.
And they're just going all in under turrets. Also is tanking it up. He still has the Atacon GA. He's going to get it popped while he got Taeyun as well. They're just under turret, but it doesn't even matter. The turret's not doing anything, Cubby. When the game mechanics don't work for you, what can you do? All hope for WE has just been sucked out of the Xi'an Arena, and LGD's fandom has run forth a 2-0 lead in this best of 5 and match point.
And I love some of the fundamentals that we're seeing from LGD to help empower the Pantheon and the Jax in the front line. Could be really big to try and reach the Victor and the Caitlyn, which will be a difficult task for LGD this game. Like this young team, again, I've been impressed by how many textbook things or just stuff that makes sense to me in the game they've been able to do, been able to execute, that has made them look really good today. As now, might get interesting here. Climber, it could have just all led to this.
Traps. The bane of every Panther. He's between the traps. Climber doesn't even get touched. What the hell was that? Oh my god. Climber dissects Taeyun out of the bot lane. These grubs spawning. WE just going to start it up. They should be able to just take one and get out if they don't feel super confident about the fight itself. Tianjin maybe going for the magical journey. Not going to do it. Just going to walk his way out. So it will be the 1-4-2 trade. No mark of the feats of strength and go down to either side as they were split. And we should transition to the other side of the map for the Dragon.
Frankly, I'm a little bit surprised that was it. I thought that if Caitlyn stayed, you can't poke. The Qs do a lot of damage at this point of the game if you are Taeyun. So, yeah, and I mean, at the moment, he's getting some good counter jungling in. He has stayed really far ahead. That's
there
an
we
ECA.
Go.
Combo,
no way he still dies because of it. No way. The spacing arrow from Xiaoya. Here comes the paranoia. Tianjin trying to get one kill back. The fear coming through. Karis will actually get the from the dead kill with the arcane.
We'll secure this dragon. Rightfully so. Not being contested again. Cube not really able to leave his turret at this point of the game as the Ornn. And I think importantly, Jax, I will say, has fallen a little bit behind in terms of resources. So I was a bit surprised that LGD didn't get out of this formation.
Oh, he was on
that was spotted. Okay.
He gets the flash out. Advantage.
I mean, they have no vision right now, so that's not good.
They have the item spikes.
Yeah, we'll see who Tianjin wants to go on, but Cube getting chunked out nicely.
Tempered Fate. They're going to go with the... It's a little bit desynced right now from WE. Big Ornhorn across, but look, the backline. Big access from Sasa. He finds the big counter-strike. Tianjin is just all by himself on the other side of the fight. WE have turned the white flag up and are in full retreat. LGD find 2.
A lot of this was just from the space that the Jax bought. Didn't enable Taeyun to actually get in and do anything proactive in this fight. The back half LGD, they won out benefit from crit.
Bring back Crit Ash. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of the same, but before you wouldn't get any benefit with 100% crit chance. As it only applied when they're already slowed, so now you at least apply it right off the bat. So those first autos hit a little bit bigger when you do have that crit chance going, which is the primary change. Yeah, it'd
be so Chad from Sasa.
Lee's not going to be a ton.
TP.
We are teasing a ward.
Paranoia,
yeah, here we go.
TP,
okay.
everything. We're throwing the kitchen sink, and it's all at XQW. Enchanted Crystal are going completely wide. Encore a little bit late there. Tempered Fate dodged out of. And we'll get the flash out. Chaos Storm is there. Tianjin just going way deep, trying to get the kills, and they do find the bot laner in YCX. So a couple pickups from WE.
Yeah, Cube going to TP out to respond to the Jax push, but this should lead to a turret for Team WE. A lot burned, but it leads to some success as they're able to get a couple kills, get a turret for themselves, and honestly, one of the better plays we've seen from WE today.
Our WE upsetting the trend. Our feats of strength a bait. Find out this and more on LPL in 10 minutes.
2 spell shields. They've gotten through Shockwave, so he's neutralized them, so that has been good Nocturne mechanics from Tianjin. I'm not sure if he put all 5 points in Q. Sometimes we see Caitlyn put early points in Trap when you get out of laning phase, something that I actually like a lot on this champion. I think it should be a 3 points in Q angle.
Oh, cheeky.
Yeah, well played by Vampire. Going to neutralize that Rift. Still with the 5 grubs and all the members here. LGD going to get through it regardless.
They will indeed. Maybe looking at another. Tianjin caught. He is so caught. He is so going to die. Spell shielding the Encore. The flash going through. Xiaoya. He couldn't get him. Chaos Storm going to be used. I cannot believe Xiaoya just did not kill Tianjin right there, but that'll be a lot used to try to get him.
That ace in the hole from Kate didn't do too much there.
Not great.
Seraphine shields, yeah.
Sasa is being answered to by Tianjin. Tianjin caught by the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. The Tempered Fate had come down as a response. Sasa by himself. WE being picked apart at the seams. Sasa took all of their aggression and turned it right back onto them. Here comes the Grand Starfall. Things are falling apart for WE. He's just going straight over. Oh my God. They actually caught Xiaoya. He was completely by himself. Luckily, XQW gets a bit of revenge for him. But LGD are making tatters of WE right now.
You have to play back to the Jax. Actually have to play for flanks, play for angles. They, like every fight, it just feels like they're walking into a choke on vision as 5.
I am at a loss for words. It's a bit unfortunate. It is still a dead even game right now. So even if you're looking at things, it's just been, gut punch after gut punch. Now Tianjin going in for a gut punch himself. Big shockwave combo there onto him, and he just dies outright. Tempered Fate. Oh no. At least Karis will get one. Got the Enchanted Crystal Arrow on Taeyun, and he gets cleansed immediately. Climber getting hit by the Chaos Storm is actually doing some work. Chaos Storm! Oh, he almost dies. Vampire has been found, and a stake driven straight through his heart. I don't know if you've seen Nosferatu, but it doesn't end too well for him. As now Cube, Karis, and Taeyun trying to make their way out of this one. And I don't know how much they're going to be able to do. YCX looking for an angle there. Sasa trying to get a counter-strike, doesn't do it. A little bit dicey here for LGD. They don't know if they want to push forward, but the approach velocity from Xiaoya could really do some work. Taeyun second-guessed himself and dies for it. As the Grand Starfall comes in, it is all she wrote for WE. What was an even game just feels like it was completely turned on its head by LGD.
And Team WE in their home arena, watching pretty much any hopes of making it through this group go out the window with a clean sweep from LGD. Tianjin, maybe we have an Otacon contest?
Sasa, don't die.
No,
you better not die. Tianjin just dies here, though. Xiaoya runs him down. And that is so unfortunate. As the Otacon goes down, they'll get that GA and they'll be able to put the pressure right into WE's home base.
How do you think Team WE would do in LDL? Taeyun, that trap was placed really nicely, kind of using the fog to hide that one, but I mean, I'm at a loss for words from what we've seen from WE too.
That was a magical arrow, not even enchanted, from Xiaoya. In the midst of 5 people, he finds Vampire.
Otacon
and
used.
That was just the Atakanjie.
Yep, that's an easy one. The push continues. We got 5 grubs for LGD. Baron spawn, but they don't even want to risk taking that one. They just want to use the power they have now with the Otacon, the grubs, to push down and make sure that Team WE, their hopes in this group, they're coming to a quick end.
Who needs Elder Dragon in the LPL when you have the revive from Atacon? I mean, it is so inherently perfect for the LPL. And Climber going in on himself. Tianchen gets caught. Tempered Fate going down. Chaos Storm is there. They actually might get a couple here. They do get the resets going through. XQW should be the next one to fall. He's trying to get a little bit damage back, but he gets reset as well. That will still be Climber available with his. We're not going to have a fun time. Okay, he does get away from that. Tempered Fate onto the Dragon. Taeyun is still behind here. There's a perfect flank from Sasa right onto their carry. He goes by himself. Now it's a little bit dicey. Sasa goes for the Counter-Strike play. On 4 across 3. Shockwave! Oh my god! LGD have ended all the hopes of Team WE, and they are smashing this series with a 3-0 in their eyes.
Dragon count for this series, 13 for 13 in LGD. Or no, 12 for 13. The Elder was yoinked by Team WE. Baron's uncontested, being taken by LGD too. I mean, Team WE, man.
The fact that all of this has been a team effort. There's still a mountain like hell to climb in this Group A, but they got Climber right there with them. And now a hopeless, thankless paranoia from Tianchen while his team is being obliterated behind him. Climber is looking for more. Taeyun's right on top of YCX is there.
Climber.
Melee range of Taeyun, and it doesn't even matter. Climber going on a double. Grand Starfall coming in, and I hear the Kangle, baby. Triple kill for Climber.
Vampire, what was that? Oh, Team WE. We got some work to do. We're going to see one more series out of them, but not going to see them get out of the group as LGD. They find the dominant 3-0 tonight.
They do. They will even their score up to 1-1 and make this group a little spicy. Contest AL and top esports.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.